Hello everybody, and welcome to the September event of this year. This month we have a lot to announce, and get steady and wait for October to see some more stuff getting announced. But the only thing that we have for now is the announcement of the pPhones. I know we already said some stuff about it yesterday, or a few days ago, but this video was filmed a whole lot of days before the event. The new phone, pPhone, comes in a new nice purple color, and that's all you can get it in. But this is the Max model, and the Max is going to be the only model getting all the new colors and features and stuff. But don't get me wrong, although there's just the Max here, the normal model is going to get the newer chip and the new type of notch, which we call the pill shape, and the round edges. We're gonna think about that. But yeah, this is it. Now let's talk about the features that we didn't talk about in that video. We're gonna start off with satellite Wi-Fi. This thing, you can call people even though you don't have a SIM, because this thing doesn't support SIM. Because you can call Facebook Messenger. And we made a version that works offline as well. But you might need to have like another phone where you can import all your contacts from, the numbers and everything. There's phone number from there. And it doesn't matter if it gets disabled throughout the process; it's still gonna work properly. So see, right now I can enter a phone number that was disabled or from like T-Mobile, which I haven't paid for the past few months, and works. I just changed it to the phone number that I used to have, but now it's disabled. So if you call it, it's gonna say this phone number has been disabled. Yeah, this thing works. And right now I'm really close to the street, and over there is my house with the Wi-Fi router and everything. So because we're really close to the street, so you can see the cars. Well, you can't see the cars, but you can hear them. Because we're really far away from the Wi-Fi router, this thing could have worked because this thing doesn't have a SIM card. But it still works properly because this thing has satellite network, which means that you can call anybody from anywhere you are in the world. Right now, I could go to the desert, and if I was lost in the desert, and all I had was this phone with me, I could call for help. And that doesn't cost any money for the cellular data. What does cost the money is the phone. But we'll talk about the price when we're done with the event. The new phone comes in a few colors: purple, white, and black. We call this lavender purple. The white we call starlight, and black we call space gray. So go buy my favorite color, because it's so colorful and not just black and white, the lavender purple. It's a pretty good color. And now let's talk about some other features. This thing might look like it has 4 cameras, but no, you can't afford that yet. This thing only has 3 cameras, but this camera is a paid actor. And what I mean by that is an AR sensor. So now you can use filters from Snapchat and Messenger on here. Look at this. I'm using TikTok filters over here with the satellite internet and the great AR sensor. There's a fucking dinosaur. Ooh, dinosaur. And it looks like it's actually here because the AR sensor is not only good but great. See, this satellite internet works perfectly with the AR sensor, and the AR sensor makes sure to make the filters look as realistic as possible. So you can get that shot of a dinosaur that you took on TikTok, download it with one of those no watermark downloaders, and re-upload it as if the dinosaur was actually there. So yeah, that was on the AR sensor. We talked about the internet right now, and satellite features actually work with these other sensors that we put around the body of the phone, which made them to look like antennas for 5G. Because this thing actually still supports 5G, no matter that we use the satellite thing as well. Satellite network works greatly with 5G, so we implemented 5G right into the phone, right into the Wi-Fi chip of this phone. Now you might be asking, what's the Wi-Fi chip? Well, the Wi-Fi chip is a chip on your phone which helps you connect with Bluetooth, airdrop people some pictures, works with Wi-Fi, and also mobile data and mobile hotspot. So, and because of the 5G and all of that other stuff, these antennas work greatly with those features, which I forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, we implemented 5G right into the Wi-Fi chip, and because 5G is great internet, and this thing has internet anywhere you go, doesn't matter where you are. I could be in the desert right now, and I would still be able to make calls. I could be out in the wild, lost in the woods. I would still be able to call on the pPhone. I could be, I don't know, somewhere in a forest, still be able to call on this thing. Because no matter where you are, this thing can find the satellite, which is used normally for like just normal, like, I don't know, the satellite is used for like TV, and that's about it. TV and making calls to 911, and that's it. But we use the satellite. We don't use that type of satellite. We use the Starlink satellite from Tesla. So because of that, I know it's just launched, but this thing, if you just shake it up a bit and throw it around, there you go. I got my internet back. Now let's talk about the new features. This thing doesn't have a notch anymore. It has a pill notch. We call it the pit notch. We also call it the eye notch because it looks like an eye if you tilt your phone like this. And we made this change because we thought, well, everybody doesn't like how the notch looks. It looks disgusting and everybody's just copying it, so we might as well be an Apple copy. And yes, we pretty much are, as you can tell. This is literally an iPhone 7 case that was remastered, but whatever. I know this looks a lot like the iPhone 14 series, but that's just because we based ourselves on that phone. Plus, you're gonna see every single phone coming out in the next few months, exactly like the iPhone 14. Because of Huawei and Xiaomi and Xiaoling. But yeah, that was about the features of the new display, the satellite connectivity, and the great AR sensor. Let's talk about the surround sound speakers. These don't only support surround sound, you can also enable Dolby Atmos. And because of the great connectivity, you can make the sound really great. And because of the connectivity, it can just test to see where another point is at, so it can bounce off the walls. So this thing is gonna send a rays, like you know how the sun raises? Well, this thing is sending radiation over to any metal that it finds nearby, bounces it into the radiation into the speaker, and lets the speaker know, because of the great connectivity and stuff, lets it know that that's the side where the speaker wants to stop playing the sound at. So if you're in a room with barely any space, it's really gonna bounce off the wall. It's gonna go there, 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 and there. So it's gonna sound pretty much like a normal phone in a small space. But wherever you move, it's gonna adapt even again. It's gonna keep on adapting every few seconds, you know, to keep your phone and to having a great sound. So right now, I could be jogging in the middle of nowhere, and I want to watch TikToks, make a TikTok, and yeah. Well, this phone is great for TikToks and social media because, see, has satellite connectivity. So anywhere you are, you can literally still be on the internet and make calls. It has the greatest AR sensor in the phone. This damn fly has the greatest AR sensor in the phone, so you can make the best TikToks with that one dinosaur effect. And you can listen to it on the best speakers on a pPhone. So I recommend buying the new pPhone 14 because this thing is still going to be coming in paid in euros and European money. But in a few months, if you guys wait, this thing is going to support British pounds and US dollars. So if you wait a few months, you guys in the US will be able to buy this thing, check it out, unbox it. It's going to come in a great box, but I didn't tell you guys the price yet. The price of this great smartphone is... Hold on, I'm using a watch that we haven't released yet. How do you look this goddamn thing? Oh, there it is. This thing is coming at $12.99 euros, which is pretty expensive in euros, but in dollars, that's gonna be coming in the price of $20. And in British money, it's gonna come in also 20 pounds. I was saying this because this is a great price. Plus 20 pounds in my language is around 115 bucks. So it's pretty expensive for me, but pretty cheap for you guys out there. My dad gave me 20 pounds before he left me to go to the UK, and we went to change it to Romanian money. But yeah, these are the prices: €12.99 euros, $20, and 20 pounds. Let's just squirt this. Somebody give me the goddamn hammer. No, I'm serious. Give me the hammer. I fucking hate this watch. Why do you say we should release it? It's trash. Okay, back. And that's okay. And that's about it for today's event about this phone. And we're not going to end it yet. We might not have the laptops and the tablets yet, but we can still talk about the features coming to them. So, because of the stuff that we released on our pPhone 14 with the satellite connectivity, the great AR sensor, and surround sound speakers, so this phone is great for social media, we wanted little kids who want their mommy's iPad to still enjoy social media in case their mothers allow them. So, we made a great tablet for social media as well. So this thing is not the only one here. So whatever. So the new iPad, the new pPad that we made a few weeks ago, or a few months ago that we announced back then at the WWDC. I know we announced it and said that it's coming, but we're working on this thing. So yeah. Now right now, whilst you're watching this event, which was filmed a few days before, somebody out there, or Luca, which is me, I'm not actually doing this. This is not actually live. See, I cannot see you guys what you're saying out there in the comment section. You could literally be saying a racial slur right now, and I wouldn't know, because this is not a live stream. This is only a premiere. I'm gonna have to tell you right off the bat, this is gonna be a long video, so stay here, folks, for the new features and stuff. So because of this great phone for social media, we wanted to add all the features to our pPad, our tablet. So we took off some of the sensors off of this thing for great surround sound and spatial connectivity and the AR sensor, and we put it into our tablets, or into our cameras sensors, into our internet sensors. So yeah, the new pPad is basically just gonna be an iPad with the great features of connectivity and surround sound of this thing. And I know how long we talked about the pPhone and everything, and the pPad gets only like 20 seconds, but that's because it's a tablet. We don't have a lot to talk about it. But let's hope we do about the pBook. The pBook is our new laptops. We don't have any yet. We haven't made any. We have made this nice concept of it. So right here is the laptop. So you can see it looks exactly like the laptop from Apple. But see, that's what the P stands for. Paper. We make paper versions of Apple stuff, and we publish it as our. I know this thing is made out of rubber and stuff. That doesn't matter. This thing's gonna be made completely out of paper, which this is why it stands for pBook. Paper book. If you take out the paper out of the word, replace it with Mac, it's a MacBook. But it's made out of paper, so paper book. Slap that great name on there. It's what's off. And that's about it. Now I know we were talking about releasing the pPod right after Apple announced that they won't be making pPods and that they removed it completely off their website. But I realized they didn't remove it off their website. They actually still kept it just hidden from their website. See, I can go into Google Sites and do that. That's why so many of my pages and sites have so many pages that you didn't even know were there, because it's only the home page that you can see, because I hide so many features and stuff in my websites. But yeah, that's about it for this event. Also, don't you ever forget that we kept on selling the pPhone 11, because we sell our phones, and the oldest phone that you can get is from 2 or 3 years ago. But that's about it. If it lasted 3 more years, that means that we really liked it. But the pPhone 11 has to go. So I'm sorry, users. We'll still get the OS updates and everything, but it will be removed off our website. So anybody who wanted to buy one of those, they can kiss my ass. Goodbye, pPhone 11. Another replacement for that is the pPhone 12 mini, which starts at the same exact price. just that it's cuber or modern and better. Plus, that's when we introduced the slim box. So, yeah. But now, last time we talked about our OS for our smartphones was in March when we announced about the beta and the alpha versions of pOS 16. But now we're officially releasing it, so you can go on our website and download the OS, buy our new pPhones, and upgrade finally. So, a new pOS 16 comes with a great design. It's actually just iOS with dark icons, actually. But yeah, although it's just iOS with dark icons, which is also mixed with the apps from MUI, it's still going to be a great OS. And that's about it for our event. And if you want to recap, because you just now joined, we talked about the satellite connectivity and the AR sensors and the pill shape notch instead of the normal notch on our pPhones. We talked about how we're going to add the features with the satellite connectivity, the AR sensors, great surround sound, and pill notch over to our tablets, which are the pPads. How much the pBooks look exactly like the MacBooks, but they're not MacBooks, they're made out of paper. How we're getting rid of the pPhone 11, and how we're going to release pOS 16. We're at this event. You can go on our website and download it. Well, it's actually Super Luca OS, but yeah. And how this live stream is going to end. So, thank you guys for watching all that stuff. And if you just joined a few seconds ago, we just talked about a recap about the thing. And if you're just joining in now, at the end of the live stream, well, you can kiss my ass. Because you're going to be able to watch this still after a few minutes. We're going to make some changes in the description so it doesn't say live stream and it says video. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching this event. And have a great week.